And boop. Hi, Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Hello. Plugged in your headphones?
Yeah.
There they are. Oh, that's your cup from yesterday. Let me take that off.
Whoops.
Nah, there's no water in there. What's that? That's whatever. We'll worry about it later. I'm not gonna need water, right? In a game that's 90% talking, I'm not gonna need water, right? How's that?
It's good.
He's good. No, you can't have this. Chocolate bad for dogs.
She's very nosy.
Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure that flavor is. Obviously chocolate.
What was it?
A haystack? Hi, Bella. Watch your head. Actually, here. How about we save that for when she calms down? In the meantime, Mangaki. Come up on stream.
Oh god,
Yeah, already you have to voice the character.
No, I mean it's loud.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Move it away.
Yep. Thank you. Easy, girl. Easy.
Anyway. Okay. Good morning! Oh, are you by yourself?
Morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya?
Yo, Lucas, what's up?
Hello.
How are you guys doing? We're doing pretty good. Doggo, who is constantly trying to get into our chocolates.
Very nosy.
Very. I mean, you saw for yourself how she constantly just nose bumps everything. No. No.
She keeps trying to get at the chocolate.
We're not gonna let her. No. I have a dog. Yes, this is my grandmother's dog. We're taking care of her now that she has passed away. We have officially adopted her.
Hi, Bella.
God rest my grandmother's soul. She was always terrible with naming pets.
Yeah, Bella's a pretty common dog name. Hello,
Well,
Ruben.
Do you know where it comes from?
Where?
So her name is Bella. The dog that she had before was the little... Do you even remember the Shih Tzu that she had?
No.
She had a Shih Tzu, and she called him Caesar.
Okay.
Like, Bella and Caesar are dog food brands. Also, could you drag the microphone a little closer? Yeah, that'll do. Alright, I'm sorry. We don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple.
Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't be in the inner temple. She's required to be here in court.
Then, how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange. I think it's Scotto. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Oh no,
Oh,
it's Edgeworth.
Another
a character with a different accent.
Oh, sorry, darling. I just tried to throw you off your guard. Edgeworth? What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony?
Wait, did you make the announcement?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it on YouTube and on Twitch, and I posted it in Cat Server, too.
Nice.
You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession. So I heard.
You do official voice acting for this game?
I mean, listen, I've said before, if I was ever offered even, like, a tiny bit part for, like, I've said, like, additional voices, Nick dual screens, obviously not my last name, was, like, I'd do it. It's like, hey, can we hire you to be, like, a zombie in our zombie shooter? Sure, make a zombie noise. Perfect. Here's $50.
Perfect. Good enough.
Or like, hey, can you be default male 4? Sure. All right, give us like a action grunt. Sure. Ha! There you go. That's $50.
As for me, no, I would not consider doing voice acting.
Really?
No.
Well, because my mom watches the streams and she hears us and it's like, Kelsey sounds so cute when she does her voices.
I just don't like my voice.
I do.
Did you read this?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Franziska von Karma, what are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Gato.
Obviously.
Who else would it be but Gato? Gato. Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern.
Nick, please go around and say I'm officially voicing male 4.
Listen, if the option was available, if it was like another one of those like create a character games where it's like, yeah, if they make fucking Dragon's Dogma 4 or whatever, and it's like, here's default male, here you go. Make a sound like you're stabbing something. Huh! Alright, now make a sound like you're dying. Now make a sound like you're cheering for your allies. Yeah! There you go.
Oh shit, I'm talking. I'm supposed to be talking.
Just make noise. It doesn't even have to be like, you know, words or sentences. I'll be fine with voicing male, like default male 4. Take your time.
I picked the worst time to start eating a chocolate.
Oh yeah, I should probably also bring up the walkthrough, just in case. Here we go. Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a doozy. Are you ready, Kelsey?
I'm ready.
Would you voice Little Mac too? I mean, sure. Sure. Like I said, just if it's just like those small little parts where I just have to make like grunts and noises, sure. I wouldn't object, because I mean, hey, voice acting credit is still voice acting credit, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Hey. Okay.
She is.
The
She's
secret cavern? You don't mean that she's...
She's a little tornado of destruction, but I'm reining her in slowly but surely. I just noticed something. Give me one moment. Excuse me, Bella. It's It's just a piece of carpet that was slightly different colored. It was not, in fact, her pee. Good.
Yeah, she is cute. A little bit of a pain in the neck, but she's cute.
Yes. Once she calms down, she'll do it eventually, where she'll just be like, all right, I'm all good. There she goes. All right. Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Goddo intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared for to fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. Your lovely, luscious, beautiful eyes.
Edgeworth? I hate TikTok now. I have a different pick in my head when I hear Edgeworth.
Well, if you hate TikTok, it might be going away soon.
Yep.
Might be. I feel like there definitely is gonna be some pushback to it.
Well,
to the decision to
obviously
not have TikTok.
I'm conflicted because one,
Oh, hey, Tom's on one.
I find really funny, silly shit on there that I show Nick.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I hate what it does to people. I hate what it does to their mental health. I hate what I just hate that it kind of feels like it poisons people's minds, you know? And every time I go on there, I feel more depressed than I did when I, like, before I went on there. So, yeah, I feel like it always ends up making people feel worse. I'm not in the UK, I'm in Germany, and it's 2:18 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
It's late, damn. Well, it's late for you anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of late for us, because it's like 8 o'clock at night. But still, 2 a.m. in the morning, damn. Those are real G hours. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. Oh, wait. If it's 2 a.m. in Germany, then it's probably roughly, like, also 2 to 1 a.m. in Spain. In which case, I should not message my parents.
Yeah, probably not. They're probably asleep then.
Yeah.
Did you...
I did.
Okay.
It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you've passed your code on to someone else, literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands.
He called us his partner!
Somewhere, Maya is in the sacred cavern just going... You're not even seeing this, Maya. I see it in my mind.
She can feel the yaoi vibes from that far away.
Hey, Kelsey.
What?
Dave showed this to me and it ruined it. And it ruined something for me, and now I feel like it,
Oh no, what is it?
So speaking of yaoi...
Yeah, you're
I know.
right. Don't text them, call them. So there is more off chance that they wake up.
My friend finished Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time, and I really enjoyed the game, so of course I had to tell her to rewatch the ending cutscene and look at Riku's weirdly long thumb. I have now ruined it for her, it seems.
Well, now it's ruined for me too! God damn! Hi, Prince.
Hi, Prince. Thank you for not throwing my phone, because I really saw the...
I was not gonna throw
I
it.
saw the hesitation.
No, I wasn't gonna throw it.
It's like, God, this is not my phone. Oh, okay. It's just Bella. Bella has decided to be the pin to the curtain.
God, that gives off AI art
A little
vibes.
bit. How you doing, Prince?
Except it wasn't.
By the way, Prince, those pictures that you've been, or the links that you've been posting in the chat, have you been trying those recipes? Because if so, any ones that stand out to you? Ah, and thank you again for the announcement. I appreciate that. Thank you. High protein, creamy garlic pepper steak. I know you're not a huge fan of steak.
Yeah.
You got to admit, that sounds good.
I'm not really a big fan of red meat. And am I lucky that I didn't see the cutscene?
On Amatsu posting those donuts last night.
Yeah.
Those are so. I'm not a huge fan of like the strawberry icing because personally I think strawberry icing tastes like uber sweet. Anything strawberry flavored. I love strawberries. Yes, I know. Hold on. There we go. Bella was laying on top of the curtain. Oh, good. Cool. So yeah, Kelsey, if you want to look at any of the recipes that Prince has shown, just let me know and I can make it for you. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I still don't have the answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. Circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Donham. No, I mean Miss Misty Fey. Impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. And what that woman is really after. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Oh wait, Gatto's the prosecutor again. You know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a sec.
You gotta get your prop. And Bella just goes following after him. No, I was saying that Bella went following after you.
She also took a bite out of my foot.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe she's playing. I guess she's playing.
Yeah, she's playing, but ow, my tootsies. Fine, come here. What? Come here. Come here. Venga, Bella. There
Anyway.
we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Oh yeah, we're back to the normal judge now.
Yep.
So it's all you.
Yep.
Your Honor? What are you...
Oh, who, me? Well, my little... That's his brother.
Mm-hmm. They're brothers.
Wait, does that mean the judge is also Canadian?
Yep.
And
I guess.
And I haven't been voicing him as a Canadian this entire
It's alright. I prefer your judge voice, honestly.
Yeah. Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted.
Oh.
Therefore, I'll be standing in for him.
So remember how Edgeworth said that he passed on his cold to somebody else?
Yeah. Pass it on to the judge.
Nick and Nick's girlfriend. So this is Kelsey.
Yeah, I'm Kelsey.
K-E-L-S-E-Y.
Yes.
Not S-I.
You both need to make a mod voicing every character in this game.
I mean...
It would be funny to hear my voice coming
the
out of
judge.
from the judge.
I mean, listen. what I would really like is, you know how the people that, like, you know how, like, with Game Grumps, they have the people who, like, do the animated?
Yes.
It's like Game Grumps animated?
Yes.
I would like somebody to do that for us.
Yes! Me too, actually. That'd be funny.
Like, the way I'm seeing it in my head, is like, I think the first time that you ever had a big crack up at this game was I thought I'd think of something to
Yes.
object to.
Yes.
I did not.
Yes.
And then it's like, me, and it's like, I did not. And then it's fucking like, it's you as Maya in the corner just cracking up, laughing, falling over. As everybody's in the courtrooms just looking around like, wasn't that funny?
No, it's K-E-L-S-E-Y.
Yeah. Okay. ELC.
Yes.
There it is. Hi, Prince.
Thank you, Prince.
Double Prince. Double the Prince. I see. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. That doesn't.
My poor brother, he looked a bit pale, not to mention sad that he couldn't be here.
It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us.
Also, I just realized that... I swear to God, every time I voice the judge, he sounds a little bit different.
It's okay. I'm sure every time.
Because I'm like, how did the judge sound again?
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I've, like, how many times I've probably botched the Edgeworth voice, you know?
Did you read this?
I did. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Gatto. I understand exactly what you said. At least up until the end, anyway.
Good job, Judge.
Now then, Mr. Gatto, please proceed with your opening statement.
Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides.
Okay. I'm not really seeing where you're going with this.
There is only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world.
Oh, this world's crazy, all right.
The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug.
Okay. It all goes back to coffee somehow. So then you mean, forget it. What do you mean?
During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make.
Confession? The defendant?
Iris, why didn't she discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes, but first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's alright. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Dunham? Do you guys have any other lives planned?
Oh, like live streams?
Oh, shit.
Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be our anime day.
But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard, where I desecrated it.
Oh, okay.
What? What?
Rumble. But yeah,
Order in the court! Order!
I feel like...
Witness! Are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
What? 3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat. Ha! Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case, it's the murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite? Gato.
Him and his sexy voice, and...
Oh, well, thank you. I guess this is the voice I have to do more often. Just before we go to sleep, it's just like... like, alright, good night, Nick, good night. Love you, hon, love you. I love you too, sweetheart. Stupid, sexy Kakarot. So anyway, sorry.
Wait, where's that from?
Anyway, sorry, Lucas, to answer your question, I think, I'll be live streaming again on Saturday with my buddy Dave, assuming he's coming up this weekend.
You think so?
See, I told you. I told you.
Thank you, though.
I told you.
Okay.
So this is the confession they were talking about, or they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris's testimony was all a lie. Iris's testimony crumpled up and shoved into a pocket.
Damn.
Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions? Iris was covering for someone. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle. Or a life jacket.
I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. One of our traditions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, but main family?
Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique, Mystic Maya Fey.
Huh?
How did I guess it?
Wake up and smell the coffee.
I legit called it last week.
Yup.
God damn it, Maya! Why do you keep getting yourself into these situations?
It's the curse. The curse. She's naming Maya!
Order in the court! So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer!
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
That's ridiculous! Maya could never do such a...
The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thought I was prepared for the unexpected. I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction. The real murder.
Give me your best
objection. Okay, hold on. Objection! How's that? That was from the soul. I didn't hold back on that one. How's that?
I went to the inner temple that night, and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling...
Only a 3 out of 10, damn.
Mystic Elise
Guess I
moved
gotta work on it.
in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
3 out of 10. Suboptimal.
So it was in
Smiley
self-defense.
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal. Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And that person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Alrighty.
So there's a statement we have to press.
So I know it definitely happened in the garden. Is it this statement?
Which statement number is this?
2.
No.
Is it this one? 3?
Yes. Press. You moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
Dagger, huh? And Elise Donham tried to stab her with this weapon. To kill Miss Faye?
Yes, exactly.
Good, but could have been better. Alright, tell you what. On our next objection, I'll do an even better one. How about that? Ha! You look like I did after mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce.
Ugh. How do you do that?
You have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy? Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony?
There is one thing.
Yep. Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
You do? But this witness is your own client.
Your Honor, he's badgering the witness. It's his witness. Yes, well, nevertheless... That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, wait just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Listen, Gramps. I won't say it again.
Okay.
Final judgment will be rendered by me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, let's continue. Why don't we take a quick little peek-see at our evidence right now?
Yeah, I think I know what you're doing at. Yeah, it wasn't in her robe. It was in the staff.
Yeah. Also, it's not a dagger, it's a sword. But, you know, details. Details. Oh, is it time for me to...
So, do I, on this statement?
Yes. So, you ready? Give me a countdown. Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Objection! Sister Iris. There's something strange about your version of events.
Huh?
Miss Donham throwing your staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But all you can do with a staff is hit someone.
Well, that one was better.
Yay! I'll take a 6 out of 10. That's bronze medal, I feel.
Yeah.
Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword. If Elise Donham really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, She wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already.
This is 8 out of 10. I don't know what that other guy's on about.
Thanks, Amatsu. I could do better. I could do better. I could give it more oomph. Well, sister, actually, if we get to that point, I have a perfect objection.
Okay.
And it'll involve both of us.
Oh, okay.
Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? Oh, that was an impressive bit of investigating, right? I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I put this? A long sword is unwieldy, and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade. Well... Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony. But there is something strange about this whole testimony.
Wow, Mr. Wright. The prosecution has a point.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
Mr. Wright.
I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Miss Elise Donham would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey.
I present her profile.
Yeah, take it to Mama.
Yep.
Elise Donham would never have attacked Maya Fey.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donham. Her real name was Misty Fey.
Fey?
No! Not Misty Fey!
Who is this Misty Fey? Is she related to... Judge, how do you not
It's okay, Kelsey. He's just a little bit dumb.
I know!
Here, hold on. Is Misty Fey related to the defendant Maya Fey? Glug, 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 glug. Well, no, sorry. The defendant in this case is Iris, but...
Yes.
Oh, sure. Again, next chance.
Yes.
How about that? Misty Fey was the master of the Kurain channeling technique. She is also... the mother of Maya Fey.
Are you serious right now? Like, are you shitting me?
Are you shitting all over my nuts right now? Is that the alcohol talking?
I think it's the alcohol talking.
Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Was Elise Donham really the great Mystic Misty?
There's no doubt about it. Looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
The idea that she would try to kill her one and only daughter, her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Order in the court! Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented, one, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, and two, that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
Yeah, so what is this one little impossible thing?
Ha! You still don't get it.
don't get much.
You think maybe my beans are under-roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps.
I wasn't really thinking that, but...
Could you get to your point? I heard this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. Damn, he's just like me, for real, for real.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend.
Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime.
Poor Gumshoe.
And he discovered this little beauty.
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else?
Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
What? Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene? The pine tree? That's not a pine tree, but okay. This dagger was stuck in the backside of the pine tree. When the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women, this little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
Which means the blood on this dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
Ha! Were you even listening, old man?
What were you talking about again?
I first heard this confession this morning.
It's time to drink water.
Can I borrow a sip
It's
after
time
you're
to drink
done?
water.
Thank you.
It's time to drink water.
Thank you. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee. Will you do what are they saying in Splatoon? I mean...
Do they speak another language in that one?
See, that's the thing, I'm not sure. Like, there is a written language that I think does have translations. Just like how in some of the Zelda games, there's like Hylian text that actually has proper like alphabet, like an official alphabet, and I think Splatoon is similar.
Oh, okay.
But as far as like actual like dialogue, I think there shouldn't be anything translatable. I don't think. Didn't you say it was your 8th just a few minutes ago? No, you see, that was my morning cup of coffee. This was my pre-morning cup of coffee. I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as witness, as evidence. Wow, the blood. The alcohol really is talking right now.
I will accept this dagger as a witness. Testimony. Why did you stab the victim? Witness! Why did you stab the victim? Yes, exactly. As Amatsu said, that there's a lot of like the Hyrulean text. So yeah, like that's something that could be checked into, I think, especially in Tears of the Kingdom.
Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed on it immediately.
This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. You didn't hear that.
Are we sure this isn't a witness then?
Witness, what are you doing covered in blood? Answer the question!
Whoops.
I may have thumped the table a little too hard.
Yeah.
I was getting into it.
Bailiff! Get this piece of evidence to the crime... Get this witness to the crime lab! Get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately!
Dagger added to the court record.
Now then, The testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Cute girls never lie. Ever.
Are you sure about that, buddy? In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me again.
Jesus.
I've been very gassy lately.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive with her back to the stone lantern. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. No, that was definitely, it wasn't Maya. It was Maya, but it wasn't Maya. I think I kind of understand what's going on with that.
Oh?
Yeah, it's obvious that if it looks like Maya, it's probably not actually Maya, because she probably accidentally channeled Dahlia's spirit, and then Dahlia is the one that killed Misty, not Maya.
An interesting theory.
That's what I think.
An interesting theory. Let's keep going and see if it holds water.
I'm probably gonna be wrong. No, Maya's sister's already dead. She's been dead since the first game.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, poor Mia.
Yeah.
Now, do I have to press anything?
1 second. Sorry, I'm just answering Dave right now. He just messaged me.
Yeah, that's fine.
He is a bit bummed out at work.
Aw. Why?
Because, well, Silent Dave, I should say.
Yeah.
Quite literally, high school level bullshit drama.
I know that feeling. I had to deal with that a lot when I worked in Delhi. Surprisingly enough, you'd think I wouldn't be, considering I was surrounded by people much older than me, but they acted like... They legit acted like they were in high school.
Do you guys know what Link and Pokemon Trainer Red have in common?
They both don't talk, and they both don't talk.
Well, yeah. I suppose there's one. Oh man, I'd make a good Link. Yeah!
Yeah!
Did you do the Resi What Are They Saying by yourself? The remake I did, yes. The remake, yes, that was by myself. Sorry. So you're presenting something.
Okay.
I am enjoying the music.
Yeah, the music's good.
I personally, I really like this like theme, especially when it gets to the sped up like allegro version. That's the term. I just like things with a nice steady beat. But this whole series has like really good music. There's the one that Prince really likes that he was talking about earlier. The evil theme. The oh shit, things are getting serious theme.
Yeah.
I did. So I was actually saying earlier, Amatsu, that I love donuts. Personally, strawberry icing, not my favorite, because admittedly, I don't like strawberry flavored things. I love strawberries.
Yeah, I like strawberries too, but I also just do not like strawberry flavored things at all. Like
strawberry candy,
Yeah.
strawberry icing, strawberry, like,
ice cream.
ice cream, because it feels so sweet that it doesn't taste like strawberries at all.
It feels, it tastes artificial.
Yeah, and it's really sad because I think...
Make a
Ooh,
donut tier list.
Boston cream, S tier, right there.
Oh, you don't like raw strawberries.
Interesting.
So I guess it's like the opposite with us, where we like strawberries, but we don't like strawberry flavored things.
Funny. But yeah, for me, donut, tier list, Boston cream pie, right up there. Just, I love a good Boston cream. Like, that is my go-to for any type of donut place. Do they have Boston creams? Yes? Gimme. But I don't like I don't like the powdered with the cream on it, you know? Ooh, I haven't actually had a bear claw.
What's bear claw?
I know what they are, but I don't think I've ever had one.
What is it?
Here, let me look it up
Also, I'm
while you're figuring it out.
well, I'm actually kind of
Bear claw.
drawing a blank here.
Oh, okay, then here. I'll give you a hint in a second. Those are actual bear claws. Silly. Pastry. Oh! That does look pretty good.
That does look good.
Ah, I see why they're called bear claws, because they're kind of cut. Whoa! They're kind of cut in a way that makes them look like
Bear claws.
little fingies.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, for me, S tier is Boston cream pie.
Where does the
A tier,
Where does the police donut stereotype come from?
cartoons mostly, I feel.
Yeah, probably.
Mostly cartoons, I feel. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are a lot of cops that like donuts, but probably because it's cheap. Like, donuts used to be like, here's a quarter, you know?
Yeah. A lot of things used to be cheap
You know?
years and years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. How about we ask Tats? No, I'm kidding. Is he? Sorry. So here.
I do like Boston cream though.
Oh yeah. Boston cream and then sprinkles, like just chocolate icing and sprinkles. Perfect. It needs nothing else. No notes, you know.
I also like I do like powdered donuts.
I'm not a fan of powders, so.
I do. I like it.
If this got powdered sugar on it, it's like, nah, you're ruining it.
I like it. But I like powdered sugar, so.
Fair enough. So you present the autopsy report on the fourth statement.
Okay. Oh, right.
Because her back was to the lantern, but...
But she was stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, It's been a while.
Oh, so there it is. So it looks like...
Yeah, see, the police and donuts thing comes from comedy and cartoons because in The Simpsons Chief Wiggum used to eat only donuts, so people grew a stereotype of cops liking donuts, and then most cops started growing up around that and just stuck with it.
So yeah, sorry Lucas, you probably can't see the Twitch chat, but in the Twitch chat, one of our buddies, Amatsu, just said that it's so yeah, it mostly comes from cartoons.
It basically is from cartoons, and then it seeped into reality.
Yeah,
basically.
Although I think I might be half right with the whole like donuts from like way back when were like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you need something quick, easy to get going in the morning. Which, you know, if you're a cop, you probably have to get up early in the morning to like do your beat. So it's like, it's quick, it's easy, goes with coffee, boom, you know? Something about you just isn't right today, Iris.
Huh?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. Also, you know what'd be interesting to learn about?
What?
My parents have been telling me that I should watch the show Foods That Made America. I'm sure there's like a donut episode.
That would be interesting.
However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
According to you. You know what I want to try?
What?
A cronut.
A cronut.
A croissant donut.
Oh.
So it's like, it's got the airy, fluffy, flaky texture on the inside, but like it's like fried like a donut. Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right?
Yes, I think so.
But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to loss of blood from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Ha! It's simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You catch my drift?
Is that all you have to say?
I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful stat, the people fighting being mother and daughter. And now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach.
There certainly are some inconsistencies.
Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing. What do you mean? There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. But to pick out each one requires total concentration and use of all the senses. Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
Prosecutor Gatto, explain yourself!
The witness was quite unambiguous with her about her own ambiguities about when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly.
To be honest, people can lie so much in this game and still could be used as witnesses.
Yeah, like, let's be real. Realistically speaking, in an actual court of law, Iris would have gotten thrown out as a reliable witness, like,
I feel like
moment one.
Pretty much all of these witnesses would have.
100%. The second of one lie contradicts the evidence, it's just like, you're out, get out. A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light.
Light?
By the way, did you know? Hazakura Temple has a rule on nights when an acolyte is in the inner temple training. A stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit. I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for.
Well, if that's true, Shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light the stone lantern. Impossible? It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in that garden last night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all.
Most enlightening.
Heh.
Hit.
Yes, that illuminating fact has chased away all the contradictions. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. Isn't that right, Trite? No!
Order! Order! Order!
Here, Your Honor. Let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind. Stone lantern added to the court record. Was not lit the night of the crime. Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face? What's wrong, Your Honor? Was that flame too hot?
This lantern! There's something written on it! Why? It's written in blood!
Oh boy! So the judge didn't know about that yet. Written in blood.
It says... It says Maya upside down!
What the?
Oh yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her.
When has that ever been a reliable thing in these games?
With the blood that was draining out of her body.
It certainly looks that way.
Hang on just a minute. What are you all talking about?
Make a coffee and then act like God and throw the coffee at Phoenix.
Sploosh.
And the camera, the camera is Phoenix, right?
There you go.
Yeah, well, that would probably break the camera.
Yeah, probably.
So-
I'm not gonna do that. Unfortunately, it's too late, and I hate decaf coffee. It sucks.
What do you mean? What are we all talking about?
We're talking about the message written in blood. Nonsense.
He can't see the blood.
This lantern is as clean as a whistle.
Dead. Oh, it's not.
Could it be? Can't see the bloody writing at all?
Nope.
Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. That's what he meant by that.
In any case, this is obviously an important clue. We now know that the crime scene was dark, and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Gatto, anything further? Mr. Gatto?
Okay then, let's move on. Otto is literally shaking. Somehow I don't think it's from the caffeine overdose.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Donham was killed by Maya Fey.
That's just wrong! Now it's time to turn our attention to you.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We're all ears.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Crane tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... I used the Shichishito to alter the way the wound looked.
Oh, damn.
So you moved the body.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Dunham was actually Misty Fae. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
I believe you're looking for Twist of Fate, Your Honor.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but
You were spotted by the head nun, correct?
yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose. You think everybody's story makes sense, Judge.
Yes, that makes sense. Your Honor, the Earth is flat. Yes, that makes sense.
Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Did somebody say Twist of Fate in that Matt Hardy music? Dude, I love that theme so much. The Hardy Brothers. Don't worry about it. Wrestling stuff.
Oh, okay. Am I pressing anything?
The fifth statement. The snowmobile. I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is the part where that was... This is the part that was in question the other day. Sorry, I was... The beat was too strong. About the tracks. If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Well, yes, naturally, you would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Also, FYI, Nick, Jeff Hardy's dance move when he comes out for a singles match, that dance move is called the juke. Is it? I remember that. I remember my sister actually got to meet Jeff Hardy.
Really?
Yeah, my sister actually was more into wrestling than I am now. Like, back then, obviously. And yeah, I think she got his autograph? I think? She at least got a picture of him. Or picture with him, I should say. And she also got a D-Generation X shirt, which now is mine. Are these the tracks from that ride?
I'm still asking myself why they made Little Mac 17 instead of 18. Nintendo thought something like, oh, you need to be 18 for boxing. Let's make him 17. That's a good idea.
I don't know. I guess to make him fresh out of high school. Like, I'm new to this whole boxing thing. I'm gonna do my best to be the best boxer in the world. Ah!
Yeah, but 17 is still in high school.
I know. But
even in Japan,
I
it's
know.
still in high school.
I know, but I was trying to make a funny about Little Mac being literally fresh-faced.
Oh, okay.
And then going, ah, my face! My perfectly fresh face! I don't know. To be fair, why do they allow Glass Joe to continue to fight despite the fact that he has lost so many times that a literal doctor has said, please stop. If you get hit in the head any more than you already have, you will be a vegetable. That's a thing.
Really?
More or less. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see. Snow was still falling, huh?
Ugh.
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. It had already stopped. That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
Oh, it's very important.
Every boxer gets headgear at 100 losses.
Really? Like IRL or just in that game? Because I know that happens when you lose a whole bunch of times in the actual game. So yeah, it's very important. When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. I mean, to be fair, if you will lose 100 times in boxing, I think it's time for a career change, you know? There's only so many times you can take knocks to the head before it's just like, can you not? Just in game, okay. I figured. Your Honor, I'd like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony.
But does it have something to do with the case?
Duh! All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record. Ha! This should be fun. Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
So the murder took place, the snow had already stopped, but... Hit it. Objection! Wait, what? Wait, what? That was the fourth statement, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe it was the wrong statement.
Oh. I done goofed. Okay, so hold on. It's by the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Wait, but that's what we did. Oh, on the fourth statement. Oh, I see.
2, 3, 4.
I see. Now I understand what the contradiction is.
So am I still presenting the same
Yes,
thing?
yes. On this particular
But
statement.
why is it on this statement?
Because then, I think it proves that she couldn't have dragged the body.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, it proves that the bridge was out, I think. You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What?
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and it caught on fire. That's what it is,
What
okay.
did you say? The bridge? It was on fire?
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What? But it can't be.
It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
No!
Ooh, you want to give your objection, Kelsey?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, do it.
Well-
Okay. On the next one?
Yes.
Alright.
Order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right. The inner temple was already cut off from the outside world. There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Finally, he's actually...
Got a spine.
He's actually holding a fucking witness in contempt of court.
all other witnesses, literally, like, harass and, like, accost the defense attorney and even the judge. But finally, this is the witness that makes him go, I'm holding you in contempt. The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man.
Me? How dare you?
Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now. Squat? The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Yes, of course, but...
Whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not. There are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Dono was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun, Sister Bikini, witnessed Iris desecrating Elise Dono's body. Makes a good point. Both accounts. Oh. Sorry, my nose is itchy.
But no joke, I think both of your voices make good voice acting. Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night, so my memory is still somewhat hazy.
You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy? That's only human to err. If you're so perfect, right, maybe you can explain this for the court. What is it? When the murder happened, the bridge had already burned down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick. Well, not exactly, no. No, there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge.
Oh, was she thrown across? Am I right? Is that what? Who the fuck was able to throw her? Wait, who was able to throw her that far that she wouldn't just land in the flames?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Because you're on the right track, but you're going the wrong way.
Okay.
But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
You see what I mean. In other words, you're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. Ah!
Alright then, witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be her final testimony?
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gone confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge?
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident.
It certainly was burned to a crisp, and one of the suspension wires even snapped. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall. I'm surprised that Gumshoe was able to fix it so quickly.
But he did a good job.
Clearly, it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
The bridge photo. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. Maya will be accused of murder. Right. I'm only going to say it one more time. It is only human to err, and only humans can spot the errors of our ways. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
All right, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
All right. So, it doesn't matter which evidence it doesn't matter which statement you present. You have to present the right evidence.
Okay.
So, look at the evidence. That's fine. Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place.
I couldn't have crossed the bridge naturally. But I think it's just like Mr. Gatto said. The body did make it across somehow.
Alright.
So, what do you think is the explanation for how the body got across the bridge?
It's not the sketch, right? Is it the sketch? Is it the sketch?
It's the sketch. Present the sketch.
Objection!
There it is! Nice! A dead body flying over a burning bridge. Ooh. Here, let me check it out. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Ha! You're saying it's possible. Don't make me laugh, even though you already have. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it was pulled out of thin air. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Preposterous!
Who is it? Who is this witness?
Can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go. Miss Elise Stonem's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Laurie Stoneham.
Brilliant.
Highly gifted.
Apprentice?
Remember what he said in his testimony.
Aw, thank you.
Damn, your first was better than mine. Good job. Remember what he said in his testimony. Holy chicken. Holy chicken. Holy chicken. Holy chicken. Holy chicken. Oh. High protein, spicy, honey, crispy chicken mac and cheese. Kelsey, can we make that tomorrow?
You know, I was kind of thinking that I wanted to have that cauliflower mac and cheese again.
Sure. We'd have to go get it then. Suddenly, getting together tomorrow is a great idea, huh?
Yes.
So yeah, we can do that. We could throw in some, you know what? I'm gonna take that chicken that's still in the fridge, and, we could fry it up nice and good and throw it in with the cauliflower, yeah?
Cool. Well, I don't know if I'd want the fried chicken, but you can have the fried chicken.
I can make some that's not fried for you.
I don't really want chicken with mac and cheese. With
Yes. Yeah,
okay,
I got
let me
that.
rephrase that. I would like to have tried the chicken mac and cheese that he posted,
Fair.
but I don't want to have it with the
With the cauliflower.
Yes.
Fair enough. So we could save that recipe for another day, but we can make the cauliflower one tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good to me. That night, he was at the mountain shack, Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. Unfortunately. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously... Are you shitting me right now? Are you shitting my nuts? You said that before, Judge.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking again.
Are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
Uh-oh. The judge looked like he's about to blow a gasket.
I've yet to find a protein pasta I like.
I feel like pasta is one of those things where it's like, just make normal pasta, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, don't overthink it, just make normal pasta. Or buy normal pasta. Oh, the judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket. Ha! Well, there's nowhere for you to hide now, other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old. Does this sketch prove anything? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. And I'm gonna prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with this sketch? Upside down? Why did Gato say that?
Alright then, let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whiskerface is gonna forgive any more mistakes.
Plus, all Barilla pasta brands suck ass.
I haven't had pasta in such a long time. I mean, I don't know. For me, pasta is kind of pasta, but I mean, I'm open to trying different brands. You know what else I'd be open to trying?
What?
Making my own pasta.
Yeah, I've actually had homemade pasta. It was pretty good. Pretty damn good.
What I've been trying to do lately is I've been trying to make homemade sourdough. I mean, I'm trusting the process, but after today, I was...
Okay, so that... My mom is always buying Barilla brand.
I think we also do, too.
And I don't like it.
How's Ronzoni, though?
I don't know.
Ooh, Boss Spaghetti. Spaghetti and meatballs sounds pretty good, too, right?
Not for me.
Okay.
I know, it's like... But Kelsey, you're half Italian. What kind of Italian are you?
What kind of Italian that you don't like spaghetti?
I just don't like... I mean, I like spaghetti, just... Not while I'm trying to watch what I eat.
Fair. Get her to try... I want to say decesso, but it's not that, is it? It's not that, is it? Kelsey, are those old bookmarks?
Yes.
You have a lot of bookmarks. You have more bookmarks than I do. Oh, that! I've seen that brand before. Quecho, okay. De quecho. De quecho.
De quecho.
So.
I probably do have less than you do.
Hello, PR Arts official artist channel. Yes. De quecho.
Did you read this?
I did, yes.
Okay.
All right, Phoenix. Look carefully and think it over. This sketch drawn by Loris Donham is... a complete contradiction. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, a complete contradiction. Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Laurie Stoneham stated that over and over that this sketch was exactly as he saw it.
He was looking at it upside down.
However, if we were to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. Yo, Dave, been lurking. Hello, friendos. Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
You coming up on Saturday, Dave? Because if you are, Devil May Cry?
Contradicts reality?
Ha! This is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger-pointing thing again. Oh yeah, Prince, now to ask a question, because I think Dave missed you yesterday. Oh, sorry.
I did not actually press anything. It just went away on its own.
So think about it. If Larry had seen this whole thing from where he was, what's weird?
I don't know.
Alright, you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's the suspension wire, so like one of these.
Oh. You know what I was thinking that.
Yep. Sure am just me though. Alright. So, Devil May Cry. Take that! Oh, right, I was supposed to take that! Although personally my favorite, and we're not gonna get there just yet, but there's one character in the series. He's the one that I think you're gonna like a lot. But he goes, not so fast!
And what?
The Miles Edgeworth investigation.
Oh, okay.
It's the wire connecting to the bridge.
The wire?
Ha! Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Awesome.
It's the Dusky Bridge photo, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes, now compare to the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge...
Jumping Jehoshaphat!
The wires are below the guard wires.
Order! This sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong. With someone like Laurice, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason? Are you saying you know the answer to that? Listen, think back, alright? Remember what Laurice was doing when he witnessed the event. He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited, and finally he laid down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Laurice must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back? I can't see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in this sketch go up instead of down.
Ah!
No way. Laurie Stoneham witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Laurie Stoneham's sketch would be... This is how it should actually look.
So basically she was thrown from, like, her body was thrown from the cliff into the water. Or whatever.
We're
Right?
getting closer.
Right? Okay.
Getting closer. To warmer, warmer, warmer. You're hot, you're hot, you're on fire. Oh, it burns. He finally sees the light of the investigation. Good job, Phoenix. Can I have my alcohol now?
Bailiff McBride. Finally, even after all his drunken stupor, he sees the light of this investigation. Good job, Phoenix. What am I doing?
I don't know. I just passed you the bottle. Thank you. Glug, 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 glug. Here we go. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right, just like a pendulum. Ridiculous!
Order! Order! Order!
Of all the things to say, a pendulum. The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found in the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get their body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done.
Objection!
Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff. Yeah, that sounds about right. In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you'd need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead. A lightning strike that night could only have been an accident, so it doesn't make sense that the culprit would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of them. What? I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum?
The Dusky Bridge photo.
And the meaning of this is...
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Ah! This is one of the wires from the bridge!
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of those suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Donum's body and swung it across the bridge.
Oh. Huh.
Because there was simply no other way to move the body.
That is some aggressive plugging. Or Mr. Gatto! It seems that Mr. Gatto is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all.
Objection!
Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Right. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum?
Is it still this?
No.
Okay.
Need a hint?
Yes.
The rope would have snapped at some point.
Okay.
Why don't you look at the autopsy again?
It did fall.
Did fall. The rope snapped at some point.
So I was actually right.
Mm-hmm. Take that! Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What? What makes you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to the forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal, it's the one that came off of Miss Elise Donham's staff. And even more important is the place where the crystal sphere is found.
Indeed. I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found... Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed. What an extremely elaborate way of moving a body.
Yeah. This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You have provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night. What was that?
I don't know.
An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright!
I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down. That's what that sound was.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Gatto?
That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, right? But you forgot about one thing.
Oh? And what would that be?
The aroma. Huh?
Pardon?
A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffinese. Can you elaborate a bit more? If the criminal had sent the body over the other side, like you say, then naturally there must have been some accomplice lying in wait to catch it.
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite?
Mr. Gatto is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well then. If you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on the on the Hazakura Temple side. Iris.
Yep. It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? Ah! But
I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Objection!
Right. Were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Gatto? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in 2 different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave me your testimony?
mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn by an eyewitness. I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge. Which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known.
No! I had no idea! I didn't know anything about that pendulum, about the pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you couldn't have known, or you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
Eh? Pardon?
What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Objection!
Are you serious, Trite? You mean this woman is... There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse last night. Or that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach this whole trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. Why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Now I'm confused. Holy fuck, Bean Senpai as a joke is...
Oh, as Joker.
As Joker is sick as fuck, and Yukari as Panther, and Junpei as Skull.
And then Mitsuru would be Queen.
Yeah.
So then, where's Akihiko fit in? Oh god, would he be Fox?
Yeah.
I feel like he would have to be, right?
Yeah.
I guess so. Even though he doesn't fit the archetype at all.
No, but would still be pretty funny.
Yep. Are you ready for this, Kelsey?
Also, where did this come from?
Are you ready for this, Kelsey?
Aw, it's Xiangling.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You guys have to get the DLC. It's...
Oh.
Oh, whoops.
It's Persona 3 DLC. Oh. Or
Sorry.
Reload DLC.
$2.99.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
I had a feeling that it was... I had a feeling that it was $2.99, not $299.
I was gonna say, like, what?
The fuck kind of DLC is that? Alright, you ready? I never thought I'd have to utter your name again. Let alone see you. It's been a long time. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?
Sister Iris had a twin sister. And you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
Ha! It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Wait, isn't she dead? Oh yes, I remember now. That case. 5 years ago.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine.
And now the honor is all mine. But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month.
So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
What? Did Iris channel her? Order! Order! Order!
Wait a moment. How can you? My sister, she's already dead. What kind of?
You of all people should already understand. After all, the blood of the master of the Kurain channeling technique flows within that body.
The crane channeling technique? And now where have I heard that?
That's right, you're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium.
Alright. I was right.
What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone.
Yes.
On the very night of the murder, to a temple where her twin sister Iris was.
Yes.
Well, if you're gonna put things that way, then yes.
Objection!
We're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happens. Stranger things have happened in this courtroom.
Yep.
Naturally, it was no coincidence.
I mean, I had to interrogate a parrot.
And a radio.
And a radio.
The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
What's that?
These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple. Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time,
That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
and the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her, namely, one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Objection!
Do you even know what you're saying, Trite? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's only one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? What? Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. It was later that the body was moved by pendulum. That's right. Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far? Yes? After being notified of what happened, the police came to the Hazakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center. Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Oh, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced.
But But something still seems off. Way off. I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night. Ooh. Ha! I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia. Somehow switched places.
Switched places? To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Which means we must have switched places somewhere.
Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
There was one. Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown. Oh, what do you mean? What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move around about freely like that?
I'm sorry, I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move about was...
Edgeworth.
Yeah. Sorry, edgy boy. Gotta throw you under the bus on this one.
This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake? Earthquake! Oh my goodness! The inner temple! This kind of tremor might...
Tremor! Ah, how could I have? She fled. She escaped. Poor Edgeworth. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling it. Is that me?
Yep.
Be quiet. Who is it? Is it Dahlia? Oh, be quiet.
It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
Hey, Bert, we got more tremors.
That voice!
Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne, and my current profession, permanently retired.
Ha! So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
What is going on here?
What the fuck is happening? Dahlia Hawthorne. Never thought we'd meet again. Never thought we'd meet like this. This time, I'll end it. For her and for myself.
To be continued.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
at least for a little bit longer.
I'll tell you this right now. It's basically the last leg of the trial. Oh, wait. Well, there's a little bit more, but it should be fine. Let's just go.
Now then, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Well, witness?
Yes? How can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well, it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony.
I have no problem with that. But when you've seen what I have, sometimes the truth is better left unknown.
In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night.
I can't do it anymore.
The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Maya Fey would first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris. The plan went wrong, but it seems to have succeeded anyway.
So that means you really are...
Wait a minute! Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Fey?
Yes, you have a problem with that.
Don't give us that nonsense. There's no way that... Watch yourself, Trite. If you've got a problem, solve it during the cross-examination. That's one of my rules.
Mr. Gatto is correct, and by the way, that's one of my rules as well.
To kill Maya? Could it be true?
I mean, I can believe it.
Press all the statements.
Okay.
You were executed last month, correct?
Yes, I was hanged. It wasn't exactly pleasant.
How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Fay?
Last year, she was transferred to the same detention center as me. Since I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
I see. So that's when you discussed the plan.
Ah, are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well, even though I'm her own daughter.
All to make Pearl Fay the master of Kurain.
She's a cold, twisted woman. She thought she could finally regain her lost honor.
Well, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
The honor she lost when her younger sister, Misty, took her place as the master. Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
A plan, huh?
You're talking about Pearl Fay, is that correct?
Yes, though at first she had high hopes for the two of us.
You and your twin sister Iris.
That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with our father.
Abandoned?
The only person I ever really cared about in life was myself. My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple.
You mean Iris?
Yes, my father remarried a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general.
How horrible.
The really horrible one was that woman, that bitter, vengeful woman. It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, Pearl Fay. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power, unfortunately for her. Morgan Fay heaped all of her broken dreams and hopes and dreams onto that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family.
Maya would have to die? But why?
For our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Pearl the new master, the remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of.
But Pearls would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Maya.
How sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master, that's all.
That's ridiculous!
She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally the life of Maya Fey as well.
How could anyone do that? You? You are going to kill Maya?
Pearl didn't need to know anything about it. All I had to do was to follow the instructions in the letter and chant. Oh. All she had to do was to follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. Then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead, and there's nothing any of you can do to me.
So the plan was to blame the crime on your younger twin, Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
She and I look absolutely identical. No one can tell us apart. If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it.
And the witness in this case was a head nun, Sister Bikini.
I never would have guessed she was going to return to Hazakura Temple that night. But she wound up seeing Iris's crime anyway.
But why did you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she?
I don't think she cares.
Twin sister?
Hi, Ruben.
Hello.
What's up?
Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
Backstab?
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway.
You think the plan was a success?
You heard me. Just as that woman had hoped. Maya Fey is dead. Now the title of Master will pass on to Pearl Fey.
That's absurd! Maya is just... She's just trapped inside the sacred cavern!
Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you, my darling Feeny? You want to know the truth? Ever since we met, I've despised you. Your sniveling naivete and your pathetic faith in other people.
Just want to know one thing. What did you personally think of Morgan Fey's plan?
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value, other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes, it was certainly nothing to be proud of.
If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? Why would you kill Maya?
You may not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me, why?
Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was for myself. For my own personal satisfaction.
What did you say? This woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reason for wanting Maya dead? Obviously, it's because you were helping Morgan Fey.
Helping? Don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone. I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious.
But she wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan. She was just using Morgan in her plan so she could accomplish her own goal.
All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. That was the only way I could think of to get revenge.
Then, looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. Can't believe it. She meant to kill Maya. I've got to keep a cool head. And I need to get more information out of her. The only way to understand this plan, and what she was after as well. So, after pressing all of the statements, a new one will be added. Do you understand why I would kill Maya? Oop, oop. So why do you think she would want to kill Maya?
Sorry.
So while you're mulling that over, When are you guys gonna watch The Amazing Digital Circus? Sometime in the future. I don't know when. I'm not exactly, like, itching to watch it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, no offense to people who like it. It's just not something that I'm like, oh, I gotta watch it, like, right now, let's go! So, like, if I do watch it, I just gotta be in the mood, is all. Need a hint?
Yes.
It's a profile.
Is it Mia?
Shh. Revenge! Could it be that your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself?
As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore, because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem you see. You can't punish the dead, and you can't take revenge against them either.
You wanted to take revenge on someone?
I was sentenced to die because of that woman, Mia Fey.
Somehow knew this was it.
I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. I wanted her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up.
The reason it wasn't possible was it perhaps that because Mia Fey had already died?
Yes, and I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. I wanted to take away the person that Mia Fey loved most. I wanted to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Mia Fey. That was the reason I helped out that woman's plans.
Just for that? For that you would kill Maya? Your goal was no different than that of Morgan Fey.
As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I said exactly that.
What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless.
Don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you, there's not a thing you can do to me. That night...
Most of their tree is completely run except for 2 little branches.
Well, 3. Because you gotta count Mia in, even though she's dead.
Yeah.
At about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on a demon warding hood. Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left Hazakura Temple.
Oh, at least don't know who channeled her after all.
What?
That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing. She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her poor old back.
What did you do then?
That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern, and I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom end.
Wait, sir, you need to select a game for stream right now? It doesn't say? It doesn't?
Wait, what?
Oh, that's weird. The image. Oh. Wait, what happened?
What happened?
There we go. It's back. That's weird. Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
What happened?
Oh, you're right, Tats. That's weird. Why did that happen? Ace Attorney.
What happened?
Oopsie.
What happened?
I may have forgot to set the category somehow.
Really?
Would you like to read what Princess said?
It's not a dual screen stream unless something goes wrong.
Thank you, Tats. I could have sworn I set
Thank
the
you,
category. But also, hi, how you doing? How was Stellar Blade?
Wait, Pearl's not that innocent? What do you mean?
Well, Pearl's still a child. She doesn't understand what she's doing. She literally did not know what she was doing. She just... My mom told me to do something, and I did it. She doesn't know. She's still too young, you know? So then you're saying you stabbed Maya?
It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that.
What does that mean? No clear memory.
I don't know. I think I was stabbed.
You were stabbed?
At the last minute, Maya Fey must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it.
That's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a French fry with a plastic fork.
I mean, that's true. So I guess your new favorite character is Volume?
From Nikkei.
Oh. Who is it? Probably have to show me, because I don't...
Yeah, later. Alright, Ruben, it's just... I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. I'm really, really sorry if this comes off as rude and mean, but I just don't care enough.
Like, maybe I'll watch it eventually,
I'll watch it eventually, but at the moment, I've got so much shit on my plate. I'm reading Fruits Basket. I'm keeping up on all the other manga and anime that Kelsey and I are watching. I'm looking for, I'm looking for work. I'm trying to find, I'm doing so much. I'm just not interested in it right now. I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. It's just, I'm not interested in it right now.
Anyway,
Who's that?
That was Bella.
Oh.
Flapping her ears.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the other thing, too. I
Anyway.
gotta watch Bella. That's
Any-
that's enough of a commitment by itself.
Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness, but before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Just as I was passing out, I wrote Maya, but
So let me get this straight. So Misty Faye channeled her. Why?
Guess we'll find out.
And so Misty Faye channeled her and got stabbed and got stabbed. Okay. So if it wasn't Dahlia who did it, who did it? Then who was impersonating Maya? Because we all know Maya couldn't have done that, right?
Well, we keep going and find out.
I had hoped it would cast suspicion on her.
Can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end.
That's where my memory temporarily stops.
It stops?
I don't have any memory of actually killing Maya Fey with my own two hands. My very last memory was Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern, surrounded by darkness.
You were in the sacred cavern?
The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there.
But how did you wind up in there?
I'd like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not Maya Fey was dead, and I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed her myself.
What a ghost. You're one tough cookie.
I wanted to get out of there and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out.
The trick lock stopped.
I didn't know how to remove it.
Throny.
Oh yeah, the new character. Oh, she got her grippers out. I don't like it.
I didn't know how to remove it.
But the new storyline involves L-Leg, so...
Get down with the thickness.
Exactly. Up top.
So then you're saying you were actually confined against your will inside this sacred cavern?
Yes, I wanted to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible, but it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it.
Interrupted? Yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. Just
It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training hall.
What? Who?
could it have been Maya?
I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself well at the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only 2 people could have gone into the training hall. Maya and Pearls. Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll in gravy.
Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late.
What do you mean by that?
The flies had already started to gather.
What?
The
Oh.
bridge had been fixed and the police had started their investigation, correct?
Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck.
After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
Real Iris?
She said she'd come to make sure the sacred cavern was alright. Stupid girl. I came out from the sacred cavern and got a feel for the situation.
Hello, Kitty Dark Magician. Hello, Kitty Dark Magician.
Okay, hold on. Keep going.
And I locked her away in my place. I had finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean that your plan had succeeded?
I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I had assumed that it was Pearl Fey.
Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions.
Oh yeah, wow. McDonald's and Hello Kitty's Sanrio introduce international release with a new Happy Meal toy collaboration release. The toy stars several of Sanrio's popular and adorable characters.
Aww.
Suddenly, I want McDonald's, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say.
I don't want McDonald's.
Neither do I.
But, aw, the cinema roll with the dress as a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I might consider getting the McDonald's just for you.
But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was... Misty Fey, the picture book author.
What?
Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden. It was her body that was left lying there. Maya Fey, I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit.
And that is...
Matricide. The sin of killing her own mother.
No way!
Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of this?
It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya Fey, but even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Missy Fey's life was none other than your darling little Maya.
Ridiculous! That's nonsense! That's nonsense!
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What? What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Maya Fey has disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it?
Huh?
The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple, that much is obvious. In that case, there's only one place she could be.
Where?
Do I have to spell it out? The bottom of the Eagle River, where else?
Eagle River?
Maya Fey killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever.
Except Phoenix. And Dahlia.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say now, Feeny?
Oh. Oops. Sorry, that's my fault. And just like that, Gato would have immediately been thrown out of here.
Oh my god.
His theme song is his ringtone, Kelsey.
I know.
What kind of ringtone is that?
His theme song.
Gato here. Okay, thanks.
Was it something important?
They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern. That's great! What about Maya? There was a woman in the cave.
Was it Maya Fey?
It was the accused, Sister Iris. Huh?
Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that.
So, what
Wait.
about Maya?
Wait, so then how is she here then?
So what about Maya? Where is she?
That's Maya, isn't it? Wait, no. No, never mind.
No one else found inside the sacred cavern.
I'm so confused right now.
It can't be.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead.
Oh. No! She's dead, Kelsey. She's dead.
I highly doubt it.
But she's dead, Kelsey.
She's not.
She's dead.
She's on the cover of the fucking
She's
of
dead.
the Apollo Justice series. What face? It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end. Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Dunham, also known as Misty Fey, was her own daughter, Maya Fey. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Fey jumped to her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River.
It can't be. Ha! Right. Have you ever heard this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. No matter how improbable it seems.
What is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Gatto?
According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth? Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden. Which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side, near the bridge.
That's right. That's where she jumped from. That's where she jumped from.
But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. What?
Yep.
The rocks.
Yep.
Don't get your panties all twisted up, Trite. Just relax and think through the whole thing again. So it's impossible. Maya couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River.
Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fey threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim?
The Hazakura Temple map or the Dusky Bridge photo. It's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness!
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into that very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. And she made that mistake 11 years ago, too. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh! Oh! You're right!
She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo. Ha! So you finally figured it out.
You... No!
Order! Order!
You're just playing with me. Maya Fey's body is at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could possibly be hiding.
Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago.
Maya Fey wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River. Correct. That eliminates all the most likely possibilities. Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What? What is this one possibility you were talking about?
That's obviously a bluff. So where is her dead body then?
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. I think there's a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? Maya Fey is...
In this very courtroom.
Oh wait, hold on.
Right?
Let me just double check that real quick, but I think, yeah. Yep. There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom!
What?
Maya Fey is here!
You say she's here in my courtroom?
Dahlia Hawthorne, I seem to recall that you said I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Why, that's obvious. It's Pearl Faye. That pathetic little sniveling runt.
You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it.
I've never found it channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened.
You pulled that double check to fuck with her. With
Actually,
her
no,
mind.
because I really did just wanted to make sure that it was right. Oh, sorry. But yeah, Phoenix said something.
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Someone called me before Pearl did? But who?
Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct?
Ah!
It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could.
Maya?
Yeah.
Wait.
This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left.
Come on already. I can't stand the tension.
Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Faye.
What? But how could that be? Remember what this witness Dahlia Hawthorne said about her goal?
She said that her goal was to kill Maya Faye.
Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her...
Ha! Well, perhaps. What would happen?
Could it be?
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor.
Well, I don't. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
To protect herself from me?
Yeah, take that, Dahlia! Yes, on the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Faye. The path back to Hazakura Temple was closed off, and there was nowhere for her to
It's
run.
time to drink water.
I still don't know how to
It's time to
Thank you.
drink water. It's time to drink water.
Ooh, it is getting very taxing on the throat. The path back to Hazakura was closed off, and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would the safest place to hide? Or where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All this time, you thought you had been channeled by Pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you!
No, don't say that! You're saying that I, Dahlia Hawthorne, was played for a fool by that little whelp? Maya Faye killed herself, isn't it obvious?
Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple?
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who has never been out in the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea?
Well, me, of course. Oh wait, that's you.
Me, of course.
Mia!
Mia Faye. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
So it's true. Was you?
Yes,
Ha! You're something else.
but what are you doing here?
That hair? It's Pearls, right?
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden, and then In the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. I was stabbed by Maya Fey. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did?
Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help, so she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. She did that? I can't believe it. Of course, I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was...
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free? What do you mean?
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible. And lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
So it was Maya who put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Fae.
Pearls?
Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. So all she was trying to do was follow her mother Morgan Faye's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
That's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne will abuse the body of Pearl Faye. Kill Maya at all costs.
Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you! I won't forget this!
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure.
A big, fat failure.
Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say? What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
What? What?
What? How dare you?
11 years ago, a fake kidnapping, your very first crime.
Damn, Phoenix, way to burn a spirit.
Oh, it gets better.
Oh, I can't wait.
You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but after Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth! That wasn't my fault! It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman.
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but you wound up killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny.
You wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face.
And now this. You've messed up again. You let Maya Fey escape, even though she was right there in front of you!
Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Mia Fey! You spinster! I was supposed to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would! And if only you had gotten this spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death. True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me. What? What did you say? Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me.
As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity.
I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you. Because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever.
That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that, no hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has been burned to a crisp. You're wrong! It can't be! How could I lose to the likes of you?
It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now!
Okay, I can't do it that much.
Here it comes!
Well, that's terrifying. I'm not ready. Not ready to go!
Get purified.
Well. Maya, you're back!
Nick? Sis?
Yay!
Hey!
Oh boy, what a whirlwind of a case, am I right?
Yeah. Now then, I assume you are the real Iris.
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say. Alright, have a good night.
You have a good night, Lucas. Hey, at least you stuck around for the big twist. That was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Gatto, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from.
It seems that Missy Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
She gets put on the ban list. Your Honor?
Yes, what is it?
About this whole spirit medium thing, it's almost weird how comfortable you seem with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Crane channeling technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Occult?
I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench, like you interrogating a parrot and a radio.
It's like, Judge, you're awfully comfortable with the spirit medium stuff, right? That woman is literally channeling a spirit right there. Her titties were not that big.
In fact, that was a child before.
Exactly.
And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different, takes place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris from Hazakura Temple.
Objection.
Really, Gato?
You're a little too fast with that gavel, Yora.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Gato?
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means.
What? Right. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony. What? Dahlia's testimony?
I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern, and I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom end. It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed. Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's true. That's right.
The person who was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. Elise Donut. No, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it.
Yeah, that's true. We still don't.
This isn't over? Unfortunately, it's not. Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there's evidence that proves her innocence. No way!
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
The prosecution is ready to call our final witness.
Final witness?
This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye.
Indeed.
Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor?
Of course it's alright, Madam Attorney.
Very well then. Who is this final witness?
Ha! Isn't it obvious? There's only one person who saw the whole event, and who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case.
Someone who saw the murder take place?
The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes. You mean Maya? You can't! She can't testify after what she's just been through! We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Faye to the witness stand.
I mean, she's already at the witness stand. She's just passed out. Very well. But first, we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Faye to recover before summoning her. Once we've received the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial.
Hey, right. I've got something to say to you, so listen up. What is it? I don't think much of you as a lawyer.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you. You've got some nerve! But that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself. Alright, Dave, you have yourself a good night. I'll see you on Saturday.
Dave.
That's enough. This court is now in recess.
So it looks like, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until next time.
Yep.
So...
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me, but I was missing all day and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by our mother and never got any love from our father either.
Yeah, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about anything, about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But, as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that. Dahlia's stepsister, Valerie, ended up...
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly. Hey, Codex!
Hey!
Nice!
Nice, thank you.
Nine-ol smackaroos, that's an even 140. Nice! Thank you for the donation, I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Round numbers please me. You know what? I kind of feel that.
Yeah.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth. Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. Iris? There's one more thing I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Donham, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone.
There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away.
I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple, but...
After the inner temple was cut off, right?
Exactly.
You can't just leave the body here. So you've got to do this exactly as I say, got it?
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held.
My dad had leukemia as a kid and wouldn't have survived without St. Jude's, so aw.
Oh, well hey, at least he survived. Leukemia is a hard one to come
Yeah.
back from. Most cancers are bad, but leukemia is like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the snowmobile.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to lose anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. Or leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the Shichi Shito. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer.
Sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it.
I see. Staff updated. Defendant!
Yes?
The judge is calling you. He wants you to see you in his chambers.
He wants you to see you.
I think that's another typo.
He wants to see you in his chambers.
He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne.
All right. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you.
Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me?
I am madly in love with you.
I mean, well, so it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning.
Phoenix.
Mia! How is Maya doing?
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
See. You don't mean she's learned who Elise Donham really was?
Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya's stronger than you think. I knew she could take it, all of it.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. The trial's about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet?
Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still. I think that just maybe I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the inner temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day.
Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple the following day.
That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win or lose.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see, anyway? Who was it that actually killed Misty Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me. All by myself. Next time!
Next time.
Damn. Alright, so tell you what, how about next Wednesday? We'll just finish this last part of the trial, and then we'll just go right back into
And then
Persona.
Yeah, and then Thursday we can do Persona.
Oh, this next part might last it might not last the whole stream.
Oh, okay.
It might be quick. So, hey, but like you last left off in Tartarus, so at worst you'll just do some level grinding. Yeah, no?
Yeah.
Alright, but fortunately, I would have liked to have finished it tonight, but next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Alrighty then. Well, Kelsey, did you like that?
Yeah.
Did you feel better after all that?
Yeah. I'm still want to know who the fuck Gato is, though.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, from a standpoint of where your characters are in P3 Reload, you could use a little bit of level grinding.
Yeah, so we'll finish this last case, and if we have enough time... Oh no, where is it? Come on, little Pikmin, you can do it.
Might be delayed.
Aw, I hope not. But anyway, there it is. Anyway, so, yeah, we'll, come Wednesday, we'll just finish this last section of the case, and then if we have time left over, we'll just go into Tartarus and level grind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right?
Alright.
Alrighty then. Well, let's do the last minute shout-outs, and then we'll call it there for the evening. Alright, so, oops. There we go. So.
What?
Because the channel points.
Oh. A little advice, even when it comes to your personas, your character's base health and having higher levels will help you out a lot.
It's true.
Okay.
I've never had an issue with level grinding, so I see no issue in just sitting down and just going, alright, time to just sit here for an hour and just fight random trash mobs,
Yeah, I have no problem with it, too.
Alright then. yeah, let's do the rundown. So, Lucas, thank you so much for being here. Part official artist channel. We also had Prince, pulling double duty in both chats. Amatsu, Neverending Codex, and Codex, thank you for the $9
Thank
to
you.
St. Jude's. Really appreciate that. Death Knight Dave, I will talk to you on Saturday. Ruben Does Things, thanks for being here. Prince, as always. I Got Tats, thank you for being here. And, well, we had a couple of other people in here too, but to all the people who are here tonight, thank you all so much. And we'll
Yep,
be
thank
seeing
you.
you on Saturday, hopefully, with Devil May Cry. All right, then. You want to get going, right?
Well, I want to go to the gym.
Yeah, you want to go to the gym. All right. So, everybody, you have yourselves a good night. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Also, fuck you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Fuck you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
So, want to hear a little secret?
What?
When Prince was texting me during that, like, first trial with
Yeah.
Dahlia Hawthorne,
Yeah.
his words were, "That bitch."
Oh.
And then
Yep.
we were messaging back and forth, being like, oh boy, it's going to be so much fun getting to this portion.
Yeah, that was definitely
That bitch.
satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Suck it. Good night, everybody.